This is the Freedom Aire 2515 with a blackout package.
That was so awesome. It just felt so good to be back in the driver's seat again.
You're so used to when we do RV reviews, the big motorhomes. We just did a whole series on Renegades. We've done Tiffins, Newmars, pretty much all of them. Very rare that we do something smaller, 25 foot. We've done Leisure, we've done Tiffins, but now Newmar does have a Class C on the market. This is the Freedom Aire 2515 with a blackout package. We are at Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. They just got this in. Has a few special features on here as well as some great options. And we're gonna do a full interior exterior tour. And then MJ is gonna take this on a test drive to see how she likes the handling, because this is a small unit. Before we start this video, please take a moment, make sure you're subscribed, notification bell's on. It helps our channel, but more importantly, when we release new videos, you'll get notified. So let's do an exterior tour. It's on the Mercedes 4500 chassis. It's a Sprinter chassis, 208 horsepower, 332 pounds of torque. This is a diesel motor, so it's gonna have a little oomph. That's a good amount of torque. MJ will be able to attest to that when she test drives it. Now this is featured with the blackout package, so everything is black on here. Black mirrors, black logos, black wheels. Does have that paint protection up front. Additionally, Dave's RV Center did have this ceramic coated, so 5-year ceramic coating on here. Very smooth. You can actually see it's been raining, I don't know, for like the past day and a half here. You can see the rain just kind of beating everywhere. Now let's talk about some of the advantages of a Class C. Number one, it's got a small footprint. Number two, multiple entry points. So you can enter right here, that beautiful Mercedes chassis. Very nice finish inside. We'll show you when we go in. Fiberglass step going up. And you see the front cap, which there will be a bed in there, is a one-piece. So it's a reduced chance of leakage and makes it sleek and clean. Another advantage of this is the miles per gallon. I believe it's 15.7 I saw on the info dashboard. 15.7 miles is really good. That's like double of what we get, which is pretty awesome. A couple other features that are nice on here. You do have a entry step. You have 4-way leveling on here, electronic leveling. You have an awning that runs almost a whole length of the passenger side with LED built in. You have frameless windows, LED lights everywhere, your exhaust fan for your cooking on the induction cooktop, which will show you inside. Outdoor television, don't often see this on a Class C, but you do have an outdoor television with a Bose soundbar. You have your 120 outlets, USB. Now let's show you some of the storage in here, which is pretty good. Aluminum doors, as you expect on a Newmar, has these suicide doors, so all you do is open them up. And you see you have quasi pass-through storage. So a good amount. Same thing on the other side, and you have two 120 outlets on here. You also have a keyless pad to get in, and these doors are sealed up. One of the things that Newmar is known for is the air tightness of their bays. We did a full video on putting an exhaust system in our inverter bay. If it's out, we'll link it up above, but we had to do that just because it's starting to get warm down there with the inverters. Now this is optioned in the way we would want it optioned. You can get this with a generator, or you could option in with lithium, which you don't need a generator. This is optioned in with 960 amp hours of lithionics, which will power everything on here. So you have 3 separate batteries on here. From the factory, you do have your Victron Multi-Plus, your Lynx distributor, your solar, smart charge controller, everything is here. Also, if you look, I talked about the sealing of the bays. They do have built-in venting, so when this door closes, fans will start up and pull air out of here to keep this, everything is warm, is not hot to the touch. So you want that when you're going down the road. We'll come on to the next bay. Another decent sized pass-through, half pass-through storage. And then they do have some external storage here, which is accessible from the bathroom inside. We'll show you the bathroom inside, which is a little bit bigger than you expect for a 25-foot motorhome. Now moving to the rear, you have that fiberglass rear cap. I want you to notice the top. Look at the top of this Class C. It has like those wings. Look at the top of the diesel pushers. Very similar. They did that same style. Makes it stand out a little bit. LED lights throughout. It does have a 5,000 pound hitch. That doesn't mean you can tow 5,000 pounds, but the hitch is 5,000 pounds. I want you to notice the camera. So you have a rear view camera, and then you have a rear mirror camera, because inside it's an electronic rear view mirror. We'll show you that when we go inside. Let's move over to the driver's side. 30 amp coach, there's one AC on the roof. Again, the lithionic system will be plenty. You do have a full wet bay with whole house filtration. Very nice. The drains are up high. You do have the sewer tank exposed. Just keep that in mind if you want to take this out in the cold. That sewer tank regarding the outlet is exposed. You do have your cable hook up here as well as your transfer box. Something else I want to show you that's different, and I think this has to do with weight, is that they use the cable driven slide on here, and this slide is not flush mount that you would normally see on Newmar. So it will fit outside. It has the big molding, much like Tiffin does, but I don't know if that's because of weight or they couldn't engineer it in here. I just want to make you aware of that. Now let's continue down on the driver's side. Very large slide. You'll see that when you go inside. The next two bays, very similar to the ones on the passenger side with the suicide doors. Continuation of that quasi pass-through storage. And then the final bay over here, this will be responsible for your heating and hot water. It's a Timberline Module XT. It's a hydronic heating system. Will run off of diesel. It say this is ceramic coated. You can see some of the streaking here because it's been raining for the past day and a half. But the nice thing with the ceramic coating is very easy to clean. Something like this wash and wax from Liquishine is ceramic coat safe. So very easy to do. We've been using it on our ceramic coating. You're just going to spray on there. Very easy. Takes bugs off. We're going to do a couple wipes on here. You want to use clean microfiber towels.
I know people are going to be disappointed I didn't throw the rain.
Yeah, well, it's raining out. We can't risk it.
My hand has an umbrella.
All I'm going to do is wipe. You see it took some dirt off. And then I'm just going to turn it over to a clean side and just wipe again. And it comes out silky smooth. What's nice about the wash and wax is that it leaves a coating. It leaves a nice coating finish. But if you get a lot of bugs, you can use the bug and tar remover. If you want to clean your roof, we did a full video on that. That roof cleaner works amazing. If that video's out, we will link it up above. Made in the USA by the makers of Liquefied. If you want a quick fix on your motorhome or any RV, if you want more information, go to liquefiedrv.com/endless. If you use the discount code endless, you get 20% off on all of their products. So you can purchase this, any of their cleaners, any of their black tank or gray tank treatments for 20% off. For more information, or you want to pick up any of their products, we'll put the link down below.
Before I get in the driver's seat, and yes, I'm getting in the driver's seat. For those of you that follow our channel, you know I have not been able to drive our motorhome since 2021, since I had a botched LASIK surgery. But a Class A is way different than a Class C. I can drive a big pickup truck, I can drive trucks, but this is something that I can definitely get behind the wheel of and drive, which is really a perk for somebody that may have something similar to what I have. So I am going to take this out on a test drive, but let's give you an idea of what the inside looks. When you come in right here, you're going to have some controls. Here's your leveling, here's your battery info, and then a bunch of switches here is your battery disconnect. This is the slide. You do have the one slide, so that's your slide control. The step control. Then over here is your main control panel where you'll have everything, your climate, your lights, everything will be controlled right from there. Now let's go into the cockpit. Easy to get into. Once the bunk is up, easy to slide right in. Very comfortable Mercedes chassis. These are powered, swivel, adjustable, heated seats. They're very, very comfortable. And you have the controls for your seats right here. This has your cruise control, your phone controls, your radio volume, and things like that. You do have, I love the Mercedes infotainment screen, phone, radio, media. You'll have your settings here, your different apps. So you can, have everything at the touch of a button right there. You make your phone calls. You do have, as Izzy mentioned, you do have the rear view screen here that you'll have your camera back there. So that's really, really helpful. You do have a lot of storage up front here as well. You have above each seat, you have those storage areas. Make sure there's nothing that can go flying during travel there. Something great on this motorhome, you do have the bed, which we'll get to in a minute, but you do have an extra sleeping space here with the bunk over the cab. Easy to pull down. I'm just going to bring that right down. It's a good size. It's up there. You have it. It's a pretty good size. You do have the light and your shades. So you can bring that down for the privacy at night. You have the nice LED accent lighting all around. You also have this privacy shade, which is great. So it's a good roomy bunk. You have 110 outlets on both sides there. And then moving down, so you're going to have 2 theater seats. All right, so these are comfortable. So these are going to be multi-purpose. You're going to have your recliners, but you're also going to have, since your TV is opposing, you can take out if you have to work or you want to eat and relax and watch TV. You have this little table right here, so you can put your computer, you can eat there. Both sides do have this. Easy to kind of plop away. You do have a USB right there, so that's good. This does also have the head support as well, so both sides will have that, also with the nice LED lighting all around it. Now let's move on to the galley area. So you're going to have a large sink in there. These are nice solid surface countertops. You have a black, it's like, watch MJ do a puzzle. All right, black matte finish here on the faucet. You do have a pull down sprayer. Nice large windows. These do open up, so that's nice to get some air in there. We love ours. I love that we can open ours up. It brings in the nice cool air. So you're going to have some good space. You can fit a garbage can under there. All of the drawers here are going to be soft close, and you have the magnetic clasp. So there you hear.
We're a little off level right now.
Yes. Then you'll have a cutting board, built-in cutting board right here. And then moving on down, you have some more drawers. These are dovetailed, as you can see, and these are all the soft close, and they get deeper as you go down. Then moving over here, you've got more. This will be kind of a utensil holder you can keep, or a remote holder, as they always like to use them. A lot of storage here, guys. You got your Newmar leather care kit if you need that. And then one more on the bottom. The bottom one's a little narrow, just so you know. I'm sorry, not narrow, but not as deep. Then you have a 2-burner Envision induction cooktop, along with the Suburban microwave. This also is an air fryer. And then right next to that, across from the living area, you do have a 32-inch TV. And this is going to come out. It telescopes out, and you will have some of your breakers back here, a couple outlets. But this is good because, again, this is the only TV on the coach. So if you have somebody in the bunk that wants to watch, it works. If you have the living space in bed, it's going to be able to be seen. No problem there, too. You got a sound bar also. A lot of counter space in the galley area. So that's really, really nice. And then for larger storage, up above, if you want to keep your dishes and things like that, this is a good place for that. Lighting in here is very bright. The LED accent lighting, it brings a lot of light. You do get a lot of interior light also. So you have your one fan here, and then across the way, so this is going to be your main sleeping and dining area. So this will serve as a dinette. You will have your 2 dinette chairs here. Table will just simply come down like this. It's a good size table. Very, very good size. So here's your table area. When you're done, simply just put it back up, and then there you go. Now for the bed, all you have to do, it's a very, very easy setup. All you're going to do is you're going to remove these 2 cushions from both sides. You got 2 legs you're going to bring down too. So you're going to bring these legs up like this, and then with the push of a button, the bed comes down. And then you do have some USBs and 110 outlets right here by the dinette area on both sides. Coming over to the freezer and the fridge area, here you go. When the slides are closed or the bed is down, the freezer opens fine. The fridge opens to about here. So you have about half capacity of the opening space, just so you know that. Then you'll have a little storage space up there. It actually goes back pretty deep. You'll be able to keep, you know, some food items or whatever you have there. And then you do have a pantry. You have a designated pantry, push drawers, so they stay safe.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's actually very big. And it does light up as soon as you open that up. And then one more storage drawer under the fridge. Good size. That's great for cookie sheets, frying pans, things like that. Then in the bathroom, you do have a wardrobe, which is a good size. This does have adjustable shelving, so you can move those around as you like. You can take them out if you want a full wardrobe in there.
Now, if you look in
and
here,
this is where the storage
right,
is
so right
from
here
the outside.
is from the outside.
Right, and then you do have some extra storage drawers in here. Again, soft close, dovetail, all of them. And then you have kind of a carpet, that's like an infinity weave type carpet there. Sink right here with a nice tempered glass bowl. Here's your toilet paper holder, storage underneath. And then you do have a good sized medicine cabinet right there. And you do have a control here, so you control your lights from the bathroom. You do have a pedal flush toilet, and I am going to climb into the shower so you can see the size. I have a handle here to get into the shower. So here you go. Here's the shower. You do have a removable faucet here. You got that rain shower. This is a little bit, if you're super tall, it might be hitting you here.
It's not made for tall people.
No, but you do have headroom, which is good. They give you shampoo and conditioner, body wash, whatever you'd like there. I like the black matte finish on all the fixtures there. You do have some elbow room. This is solid surface, and you do have a sliding curtain here. Okay, those are kind of easy to clean. It kind of cleans, it squeegees itself as you close it, which is good. And you do have a sliding door to give you that bathroom privacy. This is awesome. So I'm able to drive this, no problem whatsoever. I've missed driving the motorhome so much. Again, I used to drive all the time, but with a Class A, a large Class A, it's too big. It's just too big to be able to judge the depth on the sides. But this is 25 feet. This is way smaller. I feel like I'm driving a pickup truck. It's awesome. I'm so happy to be in the driver's seat again.
Now, regarding as far as how the drive feels, you drove that Class B down in Florida. How does this feel? This is obviously a little bit smaller. How does this feel compared to that Class B?
It's honestly, it's pretty similar. This has some good pickup, I gotta say. To me, it's just the ease of being able to drive. That's what I'm feeling. But it's smooth. It's easy to drive. I jumped in here. You know, sometimes when if you get car rentals or things, you have to learn where everything is. You're not comfortable. This is very, very comfortable. I feel like I'm driving my car, actually. So I'm happy about that. This is something I could do, you know, something of this type that I would be able to drive. So we'll get our Renegade Super C, and then we'll get just like a little something like this to zip around and I can still drive. Another great thing about having something of this size, like when we had the Class B, is we're just driving through little back roads here.
You don't get weird looks at everything.
Yeah, you don't get weird looks, but there's no concern like, oh my gosh, like we get stuck, are we gonna be able to turn around? It's just so much easier to maneuver. That was so awesome. It just felt so good to be back in the driver's seat again. So much fun to drive. Again, when we go out to the NIRVC Expo in November, we're going to test drive more Renegades, but I'm going to drive them because I really think that being that Class A, it's just so much easier to drive, and that depth issue, it doesn't bother me. This was simple. Anyway, let's show you what this baby looks like with the slides closed so you have an idea of space-wise. So up here, no problem. You can utilize the theater seats. Full use of the kitchen here. You do have to go sideways back through. You can sit here, have the dinette option. So if you're somewhere that slides aren't an option, you're able to do that. You can still eat and everything. You will not be able to sleep though. Just know that bed does not come out with the slide closed. And then you can reach the bathroom too. The only thing that you should be aware of is the fridge opens, but about halfway with that slide. Now I know what you're dying to know. What is the cargo carrying capacity? It's 834 pounds.
Wah, wah.
So you're not going to carry that much hashtag stuff on this baby, sorry. Now for the price, the MSRP starts at $303,195. Now, obviously you're not going to pay that. If you're buying this from Dave's RV Center, you're going to get it for way less, but at least you have an idea. And that's for without options. This is optioned out, so this one would be a little bit more. Let us know down in the comments below, what do you think of the Freedom Aire? Do you own a Freedom Aire? If you do, let us know your experience down below. Let us know what you like and what you don't like about this rig. And if you like videos like this, to the left of us, we will put our RV tours playlist, as we do a lot of different RV tours. Class A's, Class B's, Class C, Super C, we do them all. So you can check that playlist out. And we'll also put our RV vlogs playlist. And from Izzy and me, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.